If you want to make cleaner, faster selections in Photoshop, the Lasso tool is one of the most useful tools you can learn. In this video, I'll show you how to use the Lasso tool in Photoshop, how to choose the right variant for each job, and how to use the modifier keys and edge settings like a pro. If this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Photoshop tips and tutorials. Now let's jump in. First, look at the Lasso tool in the left-hand toolbar. If you click and hold on it, or right-click depending on your setup, you'll see 3 different versions of the tool. The standard Lasso tool is the most freehand option. This is best when you want complete control and you're tracing organic shapes, rough outlines, or making quick cleanup selections. It works especially well if you're using a graphics tablet and want to draw naturally around an object. Next is the Polygonal Lasso tool. This one creates straight line segments between anchor points, so it's perfect for hard edges, buildings, signs, boxes, or anything with a geometric shape. Instead of drawing curves, you click from point to point and Photoshop connects the dots for you. If your subject has sharp corners, this tool can save a lot of time and give you a much cleaner result. Then there's the Magnetic Lasso tool. This version tries to snap to the edges of your subject automatically as you move your cursor. It's especially helpful when the object has strong contrast against the background and you want to isolate it quickly without having to click every point manually. It's not always perfect, but for many everyday selections, it's a fast way to get started. Now let's talk about the selection modifiers, because this is where you start working much more efficiently. Instead of making a brand new selection every time, Photoshop lets you refine your selection on the fly. If you want to add to an existing selection, hold Shift before you click and drag. You'll notice a small plus sign appear near your cursor. That means you're expanding the current selection by adding another area to it. This is really useful if you miss a part of an object or need to combine multiple sections into one selection. If you want to remove part of a selection, hold Alt on Windows or Option on Mac. You'll see a minus sign appear, which means you're subtracting from the current selection. This is ideal when you selected too much and want to clean up areas you didn't mean to include. There's also the Intersect selection option, which uses Shift plus Alt on Windows or Shift plus Option on Mac. This technique keeps only the overlapping area between your existing selection and your new selection. It's a more advanced trick, but it can be very useful when you need to isolate only a specific region that fits both selection shapes. Here's another powerful shortcut that many beginners miss. While using the standard Lasso tool, if you hold Alt on Windows or Option on Mac, Photoshop temporarily switches you into the Polygonal Lasso mode. That means you can draw straight edges for a moment, then release the key and go right back to freehand drawing. This is incredibly helpful when your selection includes both curved and straight sections, and you don't want to keep switching tools manually. Before you start selecting, take a look at the options bar at the top of the screen. 2 settings matter a lot here: Anti-Alias and Feather. Anti-Alias should usually stay turned on. This helps smooth the edges of your selection so it doesn't look jagged or pixelated. If you're cutting something out for a clean result, anti-aliasing makes the selection blend much more naturally. Feather controls how soft the edge of your selection will be. If you want a hard cutout, set Feather to 0 pixels. But if you're making a local adjustment, like changing color, brightness, or tone in one area, you may want a soft edge instead. In that case, set Feather somewhere between 5 and 50 pixels before you draw your selection. That creates a gradual transition, which helps your edits blend in more naturally and look less obvious. The key to using the Lasso tool well is choosing the right version for the shape you're selecting, then using modifier keys and edge settings to refine the result instead of starting over. The more you practice, the faster you'll be able to isolate objects, clean up edges, and build better masks and edits in Photoshop. So to quickly recap, use the standard Lasso for freehand tracing, the Polygonal Lasso for straight edges, and the Magnetic Lasso for contrast-based edge snapping. Use Shift to add, Alt or Option to subtract, and Shift plus Alt or Option to intersect. Keep Anti-Alias on for smoother edges, and adjust Feather depending on whether you need a hard cutout or a soft transition. If this Photoshop tutorial helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more editing tips, and I'll see you in the next one.